All right, so we're going to take a look at 0, 1, or many solutions with fractions and decimals as well, just for some extra practice with those types of equations. Step 1, simplify each side of the equation. So I do want to go ahead and distribute that 6 before I try and cancel the denominators. So, sorry, I'm going to leave my left-hand side alone because there's nothing to simplify. 6 times 1/16. When you multiply a whole number by a fraction, the whole number just multiplies right into the numerator. So I end up with 6/16 f minus 3 times 6 is 18. Now I know that my 6/16 can simplify, so I will cancel them both by a factor of 2, because 2 goes into 6 and 2 goes into 16. So I've got 3/8 f plus 1/2. I still am leaving my left-hand side alone. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Now what I notice is that my 3/8 f are the same on both sides of the equal sign. So instead of canceling the denominator like I normally would with a fraction question, I'm just going to go ahead and subtract 3/8 f from both sides to get my variables together. So I'm kind of skipping step 2 on this one because I'm looking at the equation and I'm determining what's the easiest method to solve it. Alright, so on the left-hand side, my 3/8 f's cancel, leaving me with 1/2. On the right-hand side, my 3/8 f's cancel, leaving me with negative 18. My variables disappeared, so I am jumping down to step 7. Answer the question. Does 1/2 equal negative 18? No. So there are 0 solutions. Another way to write that is with something it's called the empty set, and it's just a 0 with a slash through it. So if you don't want to have to write out 0 solutions every time, you can kind of use that shortcut. Last example, we're going to look at some decimals. Simplify each side of the equation. So I'm going to start by distributing 2.5 times 2. So if you have $2.50 and you double your money, how much money would you have? You would have $5. So we've got 5W, 2.5. If we multiplied our money by 5, so this one might be a little bit trickier to think about. So instead of thinking about multiplying our money by 5, we can think about using the box method. 5 times 2, 0.5. 5 times 2 is 10. If we have 50 cents and we have 5 groups of 50 cents, we have $2.50. So altogether we have $12.50, adding the numbers inside our box. Over here, 5 times W is 5W. And 5 times 250, we just did that and we got $12.50. Okay, so we did step 1. Step 2, we could cancel the decimals by multiplying by 10, but as I look at this, if I jump to step 3 to get my variables together, I'm going to subtract 5W from both sides. What happens on the left-hand side? They cancel, leaving me with $12.50. On the right-hand side, they cancel again, leaving me with $12.50. My variables are gone, so I have no more equations to solve, so I'm jumping down to step 7 to answer the question. The answer to the question is, does 12.5 equal 12.5? Yes. So there are many solutions. Now we haven't seen an example on this lesson of one solution, but what happens when you get one solution is the variables don't cancel and you end up with something like W equals 2. That is one solution. So here are your you try problems. Determine if each equation has 0, 1, or many solutions.